I mean, look, like, I don't know, like, who you have around you, but whoever it is, I feel like really sat you down and told you how to do interviews and told you how to navigate and how to answer questions.
Believe it or not.
And not crash out.
Believe it or not. Cause like the people surrounded around me, none of them never really did no rap shit, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody like my big brothers and shit like that, none of them shit, you know what I'm saying? We all learning this shit together, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm not stupid, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm aware, you feel me? Like now don't get me wrong. The people I fuck with that's like rap, like the rappers I fuck with, don't get me wrong, they definitely told me like, man, this, that, and third, but nobody really gave me like I don't say this, don't answer this, like it's really up to me type shit, you know what I'm saying?
So you and Bibby never had a conversation like this?
Nah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Lil Bibby, you know, he's seen it. You know, he's seen the ups and the downs. And, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just sit down with him one of these days and just kind of, you know, just peep game.
Right.
Especially since you're signed to him.
Right.
Well, Q50, man, I appreciate you coming in. I feel like you got a bright future ahead of you. You know, just my advice is just kind of stay out the way, focus on your work. You know, don't focus on the bullshit. You know, I know that a lot of times, especially in the type of music you do, you go a lot more viral by, you know, talking about your ops and, you know, dissing people and doing a bunch of shit. But in the long term, that doesn't work out.
Exactly.
You know, and like when you look at, for example, like Fulio again, like Fulio's biggest song was when he was dissing Young and Ace and all the dead people around him. But ultimately, it's those types of songs that led to his death. You know, so yeah, you could shine bright and then you burn out. When you look at all the people that really have had long, you know, long careers, like a Chief Keef, for example. Chief Keef was the first one to really blow out of Chicago in this whole movement, and he just went to Calabasas. He moved out of Chicago. He stayed out the way. You never really hear about no bullshit that Chief Keef gets into, and he's really, you could say, he's sort of the biggest rapper out of Chicago.
Yeah, you gotta think about it though. As I'm going on with life, like as I'm starting to see more shit, go out of town, shit like that, now I got more shit I can rap about. You feel me? So now I can rap about seeing this, going here, taking this flight, meeting with this person, getting this type of money, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm doing a lot of shit in life I never did before. That's like, you know what I'm saying? I could now I got the life where I could talk about a lot of more shit which is coming, you know what I'm saying? I definitely got a lot of music where it's like, you know what I'm saying? You gon' okay, I see. You know, you feel me?
Yeah. And I mean, my other advice is, you know, once you get off papers and you can move around, try to move out of Chicago. When you look at all the bullshit that happens, you know, and I don't know if you ever watched my interviews with Boosie, but he brought up a term that everyone mentions called hypnotized with hatred. He said that most rappers get killed in their hometown because people around them get hypnotized with how successful they are and they are not. See what I'm saying? Seeing someone like you, you know, they may have gone to school with you, you know, you guys may have been cool at one point. They see you got a deal, you got songs with 20 million streams, you got jewelry, you got girls. And that always reminds them about how they don't have any of that. And they start getting more and more mad to the point where they want to kill you. Just because of their own, you know, their own insecurities and the fact that they didn't make it. And, you know, and that's why Boosie, he moved out of Baton Rouge. You know, he just said, forget it, I'm done. I'm not going to keep doing this. He moved to Atlanta, bought a big house, bought a bunch of land, and he's been chilling ever since. But going back home, he always had problems. And when you look at most of the big rappers, man, they move out of their cities. I mean, Lil Durk was living in Atlanta at the time.
Right.
Chief Keef moved to Calabasas. You know, Boosie moved to Atlanta. A lot of rappers moved to LA. A lot of rappers moved to Miami because, at the end of the day, you know, if they can't touch you, they can't hurt you. And when you go out of town, and you know, I've just seen it happen too often. Like, you know, me and FBG Duck, we had a couple different interviews, and I told him, I said, you should move. You know, your brother just got killed, you've gotten stabbed, and he's like, no, I'm good, I know how to move. He gets killed. Mo 3, same story. I'm like, yo, you're into a bunch of shit, you and Yellow Beezy are constantly going at it. You know, you should move out. And like, nah, I'm good. You know, no one's trying to chase me down. Someone chased him down and killed him. Like, it happens over and over again. I've interviewed at this point 21 people, 21 rappers who have all died violently. 21, most of them in their 20s and 30s. And the last thing I want is for that to happen to you, because you really have an opportunity that you didn't even know you were gonna have, because this wasn't even your dream. You just kind of, by being around Lil Jeff and so forth, you got put in this opportunity, but now you got to run with it, because these opportunities don't happen all the time. This is not like what you're going through right now is not going to keep happening over and over again. Like this is special. You're in a privileged situation. You got Bibby around you, who's solid, who's going to try to look out, who has money, you know. But at the end of the day, you're going to determine how well you're going to do. And I feel like you're dope. You got some really great songs, and you got people that fuck with you. You got great features. You got producers. You got fans. Once you start doing shows and start experiencing it, man, you know, I think that you're gonna really see how serious this shit is, and you know, how special you truly are, man. So I appreciate you doing the interview, man. Wish you all the best.
Appreciate it.
That's what it is. Until next time. Peace.
All right.